Hey guys, if I'm audible, please let me know. Hello everyone. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. Hello everyone. If my audio is audible to everybody and there's no issues, please let me know. Okay, I'm so sorry guys for being late. I actually forgot about the class itself. I was in a meeting and then I forgot about the class. I was like, hey, shit, I'm already 7 minutes late, so I came back running. Okay. Okay, no issues in that, guys. So, okay, all good, all okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. No issues, right? Okay. So, can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? This was started properly. Please let me know. Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? So, I actually forgot to eat this evening as well. I've not eaten anything since the morning. I was in continuous meetings from the morning itself. I don't know why, but so I came to office at 12, and after that I was continuously in a meeting. I got over right now itself, so I forgot about the class. I forgot to eat as well. I'm super hungry right now. Okay. Okay, we have learned about types of machine learning. We have learned about supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning. So, what was your favorite like machine learning that you thought that okay, this is something that is good, like this is something that I want to learn? What was your like favorite machine learning like topic itself? Could you guys let me know? Supervised. Somebody is saying supervised was the best. Okay, good. Somebody is saying reinforcement. So I'm there with you guys. Reinforcement is something that I'm also highly interested in. But yeah, the problem with reinforcement learning is that there's no jobs right over there. Okay, so do not study reinforcement learning at any particular point of time. Okay, do not waste your time. That is my major concern. Okay, always go with semi-supervised, supervised, and unsupervised itself. Okay, so never learn reinforcement learning until unless you are free of doing anything. Okay. Okay, so today what we are going to do is today we are going to start off with learning a machine learning algorithm itself. We are going to just start off with the basics. Okay, just getting the intuition behind it. How does it work? Okay, what are the various topics that are coming into play, so that when we are starting with the coding of the same, you guys are easily able to understand what actually we are doing. Okay, so that is our game right now. Okay, for today and tomorrow we'll be trying to learn the theoretical concepts as much as possible. Okay, we are always going to start up with basic theoretical concepts just to understand the intuition behind it. Up till now you have understood semi-supervised, supervised, all these concepts, right? First we need to understand the concept of the algorithm itself, and then we'll be moving further with implementing all those concepts in Python. Okay, so you guys don't have to worry. I will make sure that it is as simple as possible for you guys to understand. Okay, and we'll be going further with that. Yes, I forgot to share the PPT yesterday only, so I will be doing that today. Okay, I will be doing that today, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Bhavya Ray, I've just started sending out the certificates. It will take us 2 to 3 days to send out the certificates. Okay. Okay. So please give a small introduction about you. Muthu Manni, I have given this small introduction about me on the very first day itself. I don't want to waste any time right now. I'm already very late to the class. Okay, so just directly start off with the class itself. Okay, great guys. So let's get started right now, guys. Let me just open up my paint. Okay. So today, whatever I'm going to teach you guys, I'm not going to provide you with any notes. Try to make sure that you are taking down notes while I am explaining. Okay, the reason for that is pretty simple because it is going to be something that I am teaching according to me. It's not definitions and something. So that due to that particular reason itself, please make sure that you're taking down notes right now. Okay, so notes for this particular class won't be provided to you guys. Okay, so please make sure that you are taking down notes. Okay, Vinay Kumar, it will take us 2 to 3 days to send out all the certificates. Okay, the certificates go individually, so wait for it. Okay, so let's get started right away, guys. So let me give you a first like in some idea. Okay, let us take an example right now. Okay, so basically, how fat a person, how thin a person is. Okay, not thin. Like, let's take up a relationship. Okay, take up a relationship between. Okay, let's take up a relationship between something. The the amount of water that we drink and how healthy a particular person is. Okay, let's take up a relationship between that. Okay, a very vague relationship, I know. Or let's take up. So I'm a lot into cars. Okay, let's take up a car itself. So how fast a particular car can go based on the horsepower of that particular car. What particular example should we take, guys? For any particular relationship that we want to see, or how much time should we invest to a relationship to actually make that relationship work? Okay, so let's take up this particular example itself. Let's take up this particular example. So we have having this particular graph, as you're able to see right over here. Let me draw this graph in black. Okay, let's draw this particular graph in black itself. So how much time, okay, on this particular axis we are having time invested in a relationship. Okay, let's have time invested in a relationship, and that is right over here. Okay, so you are investing like 10 minutes per day, 20 minutes per day, 30 minutes per day, 50 minutes per day, 60 minutes per day, 70 minutes per day, and so on and so forth. And the duration of that relationship itself, how long does the relationship last? Okay, so how long does the relation last? Okay, as simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. Time invested in the relationship versus how long does the relationship last? Does it last for like 1 month? Okay, did it last for like 3 months? Okay, did it last for like 5 years? And so on and so forth. Okay, so that is what we are plotting right over here. Okay, this is the question that we are having. Now, how much time do you want to invest in a relationship itself? Okay, how much time do you want to invest in a relationship itself, and how long does the relationship last? Okay, are you guys able to understand the question? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand the question? Please let me know, guys. So if you are giving like less than a minute to a particular person, that relationship will last for just 10 days itself. Okay. And similar to that, if you are investing like 30-40 minutes in a relationship, that relationship might last for like 3 years as well. So we don't know. We don't know what that entire concept is going to be. So what we did was we started roaming around around Bangalore. So I live in Bangalore right now. I started roaming around Bangalore itself. I started to ask people that, okay, how much time are you spending with your girlfriend, or how much time are you spending with your boyfriend itself, and how long has your relationship been of? Okay, so has your relationship been of 3 years, 3 months, 2 months? Okay, how fresh it is, how bossy it is, and so on and so forth. So I'm starting to take up interviews, and all these particular interviews I'm collecting data. Okay, the first particular process, collecting data. So that data that I'm collecting is, I'm going to put it up on this particular timeline itself. Okay, this particular graph that I'm having right over here, I'm going to put up all the data that I collected on this particular graph. Okay, so let us say that let's start pointing the points out. So the person who was investing 10 minutes per day is getting like 1 month. Okay, the relationship is on 1 month. The person investing 20 minutes per day, maybe his relationship is all like 6 months itself or something. Okay, the person who is investing 30 minutes, his relationship was of 3 months. Okay, maybe that's the case. Okay, the person investing 45 minutes of his relationship, he had a relationship of 5 years. Okay, a person who invested 50 minutes of a relationship got a relationship of, let's say, 2 years or something. Okay, the person who invested like 65 minutes of his relationship was having a relationship of 10 years. Okay, we don't know. Okay, we don't know. We have a relationship of 10 years itself. Person who invested 70 minutes of his relationship was having a relationship of 5 years, let's assume. Okay, so these are the data that I was able to collect. Okay, these are the data that I have collected up to this point of time. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. and the person who hasn't invested anything, the single people, okay, who haven't invested anything into anybody, is having like 0 months of relationship as well. Okay, right over here. So as you're able to see, are you guys able to see a trend? Okay, are you guys able to see a trend itself right over here? There's some trend, right? The more time that you're investing into a relationship, the longer it is lasting for. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. The more time that the person is investing in a relationship, the longer the relationship is off. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, there's a pattern. There's a pattern right over there. There's a trend right over there. You are able to see a trend as well. Okay, so that trend, if I'm drawing it right over here, it looks something like this. Okay, the trend that you are able to see looks something like this, right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. It looks something like this. So now the concept that we are going to learn about is called as the most fitted line, or the linear regression. Okay, most fitted line or the linear regression concept itself. As you're able to see, this line is able to fit. Okay, how are you able to identify that this line is the best fit? Okay, for the trend that you are able to see. Okay, how are you able? Okay, Omni Gaming is saying give a technical example. Omni Gaming, if you want a technical example itself, okay, how come a relationship between the time invested in a relationship and how long does the relationship last is also a technical example. Okay, machine learning is not a concept that you only use for just like IT work and everything. Okay, it is used in every single place. The movie that is getting recommended to you, that is not a technical work. Again, what movies other people are liking, what movies you are liking, combining them together to showcase you some movies, that is also not a technical work. It's for entertainment purpose. Right over here as well, the example should be something that you guys are able to relate to, that you guys are able to understand me very easily. Okay, that is the reason why I'm using such type of examples. Okay, the example is not important, the concept is important. If you are able to understand the concept in an easier manner, that should be your aim. Okay, great. So right over here, as you're able to see, how are we able to identify that this is the best fit? Why not this particular line? Why not this line? Okay, why not the trend is like this? Okay, how are you able to identify that this is the exact line that is going to fit it? Okay, this is the exact line. This is the trend that we are able to see. Okay, why not this particular line itself? Why not a line like this? Why not a line like this? Okay, for example, connect all the dots. Okay, this is the line that I want to fit. Okay, why not this particular line? Okay, it is fitting every single point, right? It is fitting every single point that is there. Why not this particular line? Why are you focusing that, okay, the line that it is fitting is something like this? How are we able to identify that particular line itself? Okay, for that, we want to find out errors. Okay, now the concept, now we need to think about the concept called as errors itself. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's draw both the lines together. Okay, both the lines. So this is the first line and this is the second line that is there. The green line is able to go through every single point in your graph. Okay, the green line is able to go through every single point in your graph itself. Okay, whereas your straight line that you have drawn in red is something that we are considering as the best fit. How to find if it's a best fit or not? Let us say that we took some more examples. I went out on a rampage again. Okay, I went into parks and shit where couples are sitting together, and I'm like, hey, dude, how much time are you investing in your relationship, and how long is your relationship off? So I'm being like a creep itself, hiding in the bushes and finding couples all over the place, and I'm asking these questions once again to them. Okay, and I'm getting my answers as well, and the new answers that I'm collecting, all these new answers that I'm collecting right now, I'm putting it up inside of this graph. Okay, I'm putting it up inside of this graph, guys. So let us assume that I got some new data points as well. I got one data point here, one data point here, one data point here. Okay, the blue ones are the new data that I've achieved. Okay, the blue ones are the new data that I've achieved right over here, guys. Okay, I'm like the anti-Bajrang Dal that is there. Okay, I'm forcing them to be for a longer period of time itself. So I'm going around and I'm taking up all these new data points. Okay, the new data points that I've collected is marked in blue. Are you guys able to see that? The new data points. Okay, so let us create an index as well so that you guys are able to remember it correctly. Old data. Okay, the blue ones are the new data. Okay, the red line is your most fitted line. Okay, the green one is your overfitted line. Okay, so I have drawn a particular index for you guys so that you guys are not able to forget what we are currently doing. So how do you calculate? Okay, how do you calculate that if a line that you have drawn is giving you the exact answers or not? Okay, how do you calculate that? Can you guys let me know? Like for example, if I'm taking just the red line, okay, let's take up the red line itself. How do I calculate that whether I have, what is the value predicted? Okay, so for example, if x is this particular number, if x is this particular number according to the new particular point itself, what is its corresponding value according to our line? Okay, what is the corresponding value according to the line itself? Okay, can you guys let me know? You just have to do anything, right? So for example, the predicted value will be here. Okay, this exact. So for example, according to our blue point, okay, according to our blue point, the value should be this. Okay, the value should be right over here, some 2 months or something. But according to our red line, for the exact same value of x, for the exact same value of x, that is almost like 18 minutes. Let's assume 18 minutes right over here. Let us draw something else that you guys are able to easily see it. Okay, let's assume that this is 18 minutes. Okay, for this particular data, it is 18 minutes right over here, guys. 18 minutes. So according to our data point, the value, the answer for this particular question is 2 months. Okay, according to our blue point, for 18 minutes, the value should be 2 months. But what about our red line? Okay, for 18 minutes per day, what should be the value according to our red line? The value should be 3 months, right, guys? The value should be 3 months. Are you guys able to identify this? For 18 minutes of daily time that a guy or a girl is giving to his partner, according to the blue point, that should be approximately 2 months. But according to the red line, the value should be of 3 months, right, guys? So what is the error right over there? Okay, the actual value was just 2 months. What is the error according to it? Okay, the error is 1 month, right? 3 minus 2, that is 1 month. We are getting an error of 1 month, guys. Are you guys able to understand this error that I'm talking about? Please do let me know. You're getting this 1 month error. Are you able to understand this 1 month error, guys? Please do let me know. Okay, so let us put down the first particular error that we are getting, 1 month. Okay, this is the 1 month error according to the first particular line itself. Okay, from the red perspective, we'll draw a particular base right over here. 1 month. Okay, that is the error that we are getting. Okay, let us put a 1 unit right over here. Let's take up the second particular item, guys. The second particular item is this blue colored dot. Let us draw the line right over here. It is 28 minutes. Okay, this guy was giving 28 minutes to his whatever you want to say to him. Okay, it is giving you 28 minutes, guys. Okay, so again, let's see the actual value that should be coming should be approximately, let's assume 3 years. Okay, or some months. Okay, let's not take up 3 years. Let's take it months itself, MONTHS months. It will be easier for us to see. Let's take it up as 4.5 months. Okay, let us take it up as 4.5 months, 4.5 months itself. And the value according to our red line, the value according to your red line, what should it be? It be like the value according to your red line for the same thing would be approximately 3.8 months. Okay, will be approximately 3.8 months, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. It'll be approximately 3.8 months, right, guys? So again, you will be adding a difference of how much? 0.7 months. Okay, we'll add an error of 0.7 months right over here. 0.7 months ka error is getting added right over here as well. Okay, now where is this error coming from? The most fitted line, according to our most fitted, the trend that we drew. Okay, the trend that we drew right over there. According to our trend itself, what should be the answer for a corresponding value of x? And according to the real value that we got with the new data, what is the real answer that we should be getting? Okay, that is what we are checking right over here. So again, we'll be checking it for the new point. Again, this particular point is approximately 45 minutes. Okay, this particular point is 45 minutes. For 45 minutes, your answer should be coming out as 3.8 months. Okay, your answer should be coming out to 3.8 months. But your answer is coming out to be 4.5 months. Okay, your answer is coming out to be 4.5 months, right guys? Please let me know. According to our most fitted line, the red line, that is why I'm using a red marker, guys, because I'm just working upon the red line itself. According to our red line, the difference is again of 0.7. Okay, the actual value should have been 3.8. The actual value should have been 3.8, but the value that we are getting from the most fitted line is 4.5. Again 0.7 ka error we are getting. Okay, again 0.7 we are putting up right over here. Okay, for the next as well, we'll check it out from right over here itself. We can just draw perpendicular. We can just post it out right over here. It is giving us an error of, let's say, 0.5. So we'll put 0.5 right over here. Okay, again an error of 0.5. Okay, then again for this we'll be checking it up right over here. It will be of 1 month. Okay, so we'll get an error of 1 month right over here. So drawing the errors for the red line. Okay, so for the red line we are getting an error of 1, 2 months, 2 months, 2.5 months, 2.5 months, and then 3.5, 3.9. So the total amount is 3.9 months, right guys? Why the value was taken 3.8? Why not 3.7, 3.9? Because we are just taking an approximation just to make you guys understand it. Okay, just to make you guys understand it. We are not taking this values random. We are just taking random values to make you guys understand the concept itself. Okay, you don't have to take the numbers to heart. Okay, I've not taken any kind of data like this. I'm not taking any kind of data like this. Okay. So right over here, if you feel that 3.9 would be the error that you're getting with the red lines. Okay, 3.9 is the error that you're getting with the red lines. Let us remove that, guys. Let us remove that. We'll remove all these lines right now. Give me a second to make it clear. So what we are actually doing is we are checking up the difference between the actual value and the predicted value according to our line. If I'm removing all the points, okay, only the line exists, right? If I'm removing all the points, then only the line exists. The line is the reference to the data that we have created. The line is the reference to the data that we have created. So if I'm removing all the lines from right over here, okay, all the points from right over here, only the line exists. Okay, only the line exists, guys. So just taking up key, okay, so what was the actual value? Okay, that was there. And what is the value by the line itself? What is the value generated by the line itself? Okay, that is what we are checking right over here, guys. What we are checking right over here. So for the red line, we have already seen it. Okay, for the red line, we have already seen it. Okay, the red line was generating us an error of 3.9. The red line is generating us an error of 3.9, guys. That is the error generated by the red line. Okay. Anshika, you don't have to worry. Okay, you just patiently wait. First, understand this concept. Don't jump concepts. Okay, you guys will be able to understand that concept as well, Anshika. Don't jump concepts. First, try to understand this. Okay, first try to understand this, guys. The next thing is checking up the errors for the green line. Okay, if all the points were removed, and we have only our green line right over here, what will be the error by that green line? Okay, what will be the error by the green line itself? Okay, let us try to find that out. Okay, let's check it out for green line. Okay, so for this particular blue point, okay, the actual value, okay, try to understand this, guys. What is the actual value according to the blue line? Okay, Karthik is not able to understand. Karthik, I want you to understand, answer me right now. Karthik, I want you to understand me right now, guys. Okay. Everybody tell me what is the actual value by the first blue point. This blue point, what is the actual value? If the value is 18, okay. If the value is 18, the x value is 18, what is the y value? Can you let me know? This is 2 right over here. It's the mid. Karthik, I want you guys, I want you to answer. If you have not understood, answer this particular thing. Are you not able to see a particular, if you are not able to understand a graph, a normal graph, then even I can't help you. Okay, if you're not able to understand a normal graph, I can't help you. Okay, you need to understand a graph, how to see a graph itself. As simple as that. If you're not able to see a graph, just forget everything I've told you up till now. Forget everything that I've told you up till now. You're able to see a graph, you're able to see a point. Okay, that point is of blue color. If the value is 18, what is the y value of that? 2 months. Okay, the y value for that is 2 months, right? Now for the exact same value of 18, the exact same value of 18, what is the corresponding value according to our green graph? If the same value we are taking it up right over here, what is the approximate value that our green graph will be giving us for the same value of x? For the same value of x, guys, what will be the value given to us by our green graph? I'm talking about the green graph, guys. The value will be almost 4. The value will be almost 4, guys, right? The value will be almost 4 months. That green graph is the graph that we thought that our trend is going like that. Okay, what is our current trend right now? How, which line can predict? Okay, what is machine learning? I want to predict something. Okay, I want to learn from the old data. Then I want to give a test on the new data itself and check whether I'm doing right or wrong. Right? We have learned this. We have some 400 question and answers which I am learning, and then I'm going to give the test according to that. So the old points, the black points were our learning curve, okay, were our learning data itself. That were our 400 questions and answers that we were getting right over there. We learned something from that. On the basis of our learning, we draw two curves, okay, two curves. We learned two curves. The green colored curve where we just connected all the dots together, that's it. We have just learned about the dots itself. We have just learned the data itself that was provided to us, okay. And whatever we learned right over there, that is via Chatur, okay, via Chatur. We just learned everything from right over there. And the red line is something that is like a generalized line that, okay, this is the current trend that I'm watching right over here. As simple as that. Nothing too complicated. So right now what we are doing is we are trying to understand why the red line is better. Okay, why the red line is better than the green line. Okay, our job right now is to understand why the red line is better than the green line. Are you still not able to understand it or not? So right over here, as you are able to see, the error just for the green line for the first point itself is 2 months. Okay, the error, okay, it's 4 months and 2 months. That's just 2 months right over here itself. The first error itself is of 2 months. Okay, are you still not able to understand? And if you are still not able to understand, please let me know what are you not able to understand. Okay, if you're still not able to understand this, please let me know what you're not able to understand so that I'm able to help you guys out. Because this is what we'll be doing practically in programming as well. This again the same thing that we'll be doing practically in programming. So this concept is going to be used right over there. If you're not able to understand it right now, there'll be no use of doing the project as well. You will not be able to understand anything. Good. So the next particular point, if you're seeing it, okay, again, according to our next particular point, the line that will be drawn right over here will be this particular line itself. The actual value that was there was approximately 4.5. Okay, the actual value that is coming up is 4.5 months itself. But according to the green line, that value is coming up to be 3.5 months. Okay, again, 1 month of difference that is coming up according to the green line. 1 month of difference is coming up according to the green line itself, guys. Okay, according to the green line, 1 month of difference is coming up. Okay, then check for the other lines as well. Every single line will have almost 1 month of error that is there. Okay, your net error will be greater than 3.9. Okay, your green error would be almost 1 month here, 1 month here, 1 month here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 months error. 6 months error will be there for green line. And 3.9 months error is there for the red line itself. Okay, for the red line itself. And that is the reason why your red line is much more better to generalize your predictions rather than green line. Okay, so let me explain this. Let me just remove everything from right over here. Let us go back to the basics itself. Okay. Okay, so let us try to understand it in a separate manner. Okay, let us try to understand it in the separate manner, guys. Okay, Okay. Yesterday class, did everybody understood it? Yesterday class, did everybody understood it? Please do let me know. Omni gaming, if you're focusing on typing more shit rather than learning, then yes, you're not going to understand shit right over here. If you want to understand it, be patient, just answer what I'm asking you to answer. Otherwise, leave from the class. Because this is also very hard for me to understand. This is the like ABCs, not even ABCs. It's like producing sound from your mouth. Okay, as a kid, just producing sound from your mouth, it's not even ABCs. When it comes to machine learning, that is the level that this is. But still, you're not able to understand it. So I'm even dumbing it down for you guys. Okay, my job right over here is to make sure that you guys are able to understand concepts. And I will dumb it down as much as possible to make you guys understand. But answer only that much that I'm asking you. Do not be trying to act smart with me. Okay, you are not. That is the reason why you are here. Okay, if you want to learn something, learn. If you don't want to learn, you can leave. Okay, I'm not forcing you to stay here. Okay, now let us try to, yesterday whatever we learned, you guys understood it, right? Let us take that particular example itself. Do you guys remember the chatur that we talked about? Do you guys remember the chatur that we talked about? Okay, the person whom you gave 400 questions and answers, he just memorized everything. Okay, he just memorized everything. Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. Okay, the chatur that memorized everything from the particular question and answers, and when he was going for the exams, he was not able to perform well because he was an overfitted example. So this overfitted person, if I want to showcase it in the form of a graph, okay, if I want to showcase this overfitted person in the form of a graph itself, in that particular scenario, okay, if I'm having a graph like this, these are the questions, these are the answers. Okay, these were the 400 questions and answers that we were having. Okay, these were the 400 questions and answers that we were having right over here. Okay, these are the 400 questions and answers that I've drawn by the black marker. Okay, I've drawn these 400 questions and answers. Now this overfitted person, when he's learning everything, he just knows these answers itself. He just knows these answers and nothing else. He just knows these answers, question and answers, nothing else. So in between that, it's the green line that is actually connecting. This line is just what he has learned is just this much. It's just connected all the dots, nothing else. He has just connected all the dots and nothing else. That is what it means by overfitted line. Okay, an overfitted model. It is not generalizing anything. It is not trying to learn anything. It is not trying to see the trend that is there. It is just busy connecting the dots. That is the only thing that he is able to do. Is just busy connecting the dots itself and nothing else. That is what an overfitted line is. Okay, and similar to that, there was one more person. Okay, this was Chatur, and this is like your normal person itself, the well-fitted line. Okay, the well-fitted line itself. Let me draw it by red color. Okay, this is your well-fitted line, guys. Okay, well-fitted model that was there. Let me redraw the green line. It got removed. So for the well-fitted guy who was able to learn everything, okay, who was able to learn everything from the 400 question and answers that were provided to him, okay, that was provided to him. For that, the graph would look something like this. For that, the graph would look something like this, right, guys? You're having the questions, you're having the answers. Okay, you're having the questions that you created, okay, the points that are there. So the a well-fitted person who was able to, so he is not connecting dots, he's trying to learn. Okay, and that learning is the well-fitted line that you are able to draw right over here. Okay, so my basic concern is how to understand which line is better. Yes, from a perspective of an intuition, you guys understood it. Okay, from a perspective of intuition, you guys understood it that Chattar, when he goes for the final examinations, he will shit like anything. But Ramcho, the person who is a well-fitted student, who is a good student itself, he will be able to perform good on both the 400 question and answers as well as on the final exam as well. But we need to understand this mathematically. We need to understand this same thing, same ideology mathematically. And that mathematics is what it means by error. Okay, how much error is there? So when you are giving the exam, when both of these students are giving the exams itself, Okay, so what will happen right over here, guys? So just think to understand this. Okay, let us take this particular graph itself. Let us take the first graph. Okay, so we have another particular question. So in the exam, okay, in the exam itself, this is the question that is coming up. Okay, this is the question that is coming up. Okay, in the exam, this is the question that is coming up. Now the actual answer to this particular question is right over here, right, guys? The actual answer to this particular question is right over here. That is the see, just the intuition is not important. Intuition is good to have, but having the mathematical knowledge is important. Machine learning is not just intuition. Intuition can help you, but in the interviews, they will be asking you the mathematics behind it. They're not going to just, okay, you understood it. Okay, that's fine. No, it does not work like that. It's an exam. There, the mathematics will be asked to you. So understanding the mathematics is much more important. Intuition will help you to understand the mathematics. That's it. Okay. So right over here, the actual answer to this particular question will be right over here. That will be the actual answer. But what about the answer that this Chatur will be giving? The Chatur will be giving an answer according to the green line, right? According to Chatur, this will be the answer right over here. According to Chatur, this will be the answer that he will be giving if I'm plotting it out right over here. This is the answer that he is giving. What is the difference between these answers? That is called as the error. Okay. Whatever the difference is between both the answers, the actual answer for the actual question and the answer that Chatur gave, that is the error that is there. Okay. Are you still not able to understand this or not? Please do let me know, guys. Are you still not able to understand what error is? Please do let me know. Okay. For those who are still not able to understand, I cannot help you. Okay, that is everything that I've got. Okay, so that is called as the error. Now, the exam is not going to have just one single question. Okay, the exam is not going to have one single question itself. You have learned everything. The black points are your 400 questions and answers. In the exam, there is not going to be a single question that you have to answer. Okay, there will be multiple questions itself. So these multiple questions, that is what I'm drawing right over here. This is one particular question more. This is one particular question more. This is one particular question more. Okay, so there are some multiple questions that is going to be asked in the examination. There's multiple questions that is going to be asked in the examination, guys. Okay, so for each of these questions that are being asked in the exam, okay, for each of these questions that are going to be asked in the exams, all the questions are going to be wrong according to this particular person. According to Chatur, the answer that Chatur is going to provide, all the answers will be wrong. For example, for this particular thing, this is the actual answer that you need to give. Chatur is giving this particular answer. Chatur is giving this particular answer. So this is the next error that is there. Okay, this is the next error that is there. Similar to that, again, there is one more line. Okay, this is the actual answer that you guys needed. This is the actual answer that you guys needed. The answer coming from Chatur is somewhere upside. This is the answer that Chatur is giving. Again, another error that is there. Then again, for this particular point, again, there will be a new error and so on and so forth. Okay, there's always an error right over here. To calculate the net error, okay, to calculate the net wrong that the Chatur did in the final examination, okay, to calculate the net error that Chatur did in the final examination itself, you just have to add all these errors up together. Are you guys able to understand this? You have to add all these errors together to find out the net error that the Chatur did. Please do let me know. So you will add all those errors up to get your net error. Okay, as you're able to see, it is going to be huge. It is going to be huge, guys. Okay, as you're able to see, every error is almost this big. So it's going to be huge at the end of the day. But when you go to the well-fitted line, okay, when you go to the well-fitted line itself, let us go to the well-fitted line. This is the line that we were having. If you calculate, if you again put up the blue points, okay, if you again put up the blue points, one blue point here, sorry, one blue point here, one blue point here, one blue point here, one blue point here. So it is already following a trend. It is already following a trend itself. So the actual answer should have been this. The answer to, according to our well-fitted line, according to our Rancho, okay, the well-fitted student is this. As you're able to see, the error is less. The error is less, guys. Similar to that, right over here as well, this should be the actual answer. The answer that we are getting from our model is basically this particular line. Similar to that, the next particular line will also be there. So we'll get one answer from here. And the actual answer will be somewhere here. The error is getting less. The error is becoming less right over there, guys. The error is less in this well-fitted line. We will try to understand. Right now, the question is to first identify why this well-fitted line is better than the overfitted line. Okay, why is this well-fitted line better than the overfitted line? Okay, first try to understand this. Then how to find the well-fitted line? That will be our question. Okay. First question is to identify why the well-fitted line is better than the overfitted line. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. That the error is less on our well-fitted line. Our main goal is to make sure that whatever predictions that we are doing, what is machine learning? What is machine learning, guys? We are able to learn from the data and we are able to predict something. Our prediction should be as close as possible to the actual value. Okay, our prediction should be as close as possible to our actual value, and that we can only achieve if we have less error. That we can only achieve if we have less error, and that is the reason why mathematically our well-fitted student was able to do much better than our overfitted students, because it has less error, guys. Okay, it has less error. Is everybody able to understand this? Please do let me know. Finally. Okay, good. What will be the equation of this line? Can somebody let me know? What will be the equation of this particular line, guys? Can somebody let me know? Y is equals to k, right? Let us take up this particular point as 3. So this will be y is equals to 3, right, guys? Everybody is able to understand this. Y is equals to 3, right? That will be the equation right over here. Okay. Now to find the error, what would you be doing? Okay, you will be plotting perpendiculars from the point itself, just perpendicular to the line. And that will be the error that you will be having for this particular line, guys. If this line is your go-to line, the trend that you guys want to follow, now our question is how to find that well-fitted line mathematically. How to find that well-fitted line mathematically. That is our main question right now. Okay, let us take the very easiest equation. Y is equals to 3. Okay, y is equals to 3. The easiest equation right over there. Okay, so according to that particular equation, to get the errors, you will just plot all the errors right over here and get the errors, right? Nothing too difficult about it. So to get the error, that is the actual minus predicted. Okay, actual value minus predicted value. That will be your error, right guys? That will be your error. Actual value minus predicted value, as simple as that. That will be your error, right guys? Okay, so now, and the actual value is less than the predicted value for the first point. Are you guys able to see this? The actual value is less than the predicted value right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. The first particular point, the first particular blue point, the actual value is less than the predicted value, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So this will be negative. The actual value is more than the predicted value, right guys? This will be positive. The actual value is less than the predicted. This will be negative. Then this will be positive. This will be positive. What is the net error? What is your net error right over here, guys? Your net error that will be there. Okay, the net error that will be there will be, you will be adding all these errors up. You'll be adding all these errors up, right guys? Please let me know. Your net error for this line, okay, your net error for this particular line that you're having right over here will be adding all these errors up together, in which some of them are negative, some of them are positive itself. So when you're adding all those things up together, your net result might be 0. Your net error might be 0. I'm not talking about it will be exactly 0, but it might be 0 at some particular point of time depending upon the values. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Your net error, okay, that is adding all the errors up together. Some of them are negative, some of them are positive. So net errors, when they are adding it up, it might be 0, but you are able to see from this graph that there is errors right over here. Okay, there is errors. The error is not 0. You guys are able to see from the graph itself that there are errors right over here. But according to the mathematics, how you're calculating your how you're calculating your error itself by adding all these up. Okay, by adding all this up, that is actual. So actual will be y minus y hat. Okay, y hat is basically a predicted value. Y is your actual value itself. Okay, y minus y hat. You are adding all those up for all the values. I is equals to 1 to I is equals to n, where n is the number of elements that you are having, number of items that you are checking it up right over there. So you are adding all those up. When you are adding all those up, it might come to 0. Okay, it might come to 0, right guys? But we are able to see from the graph, okay, but we are able to see from the graph that there is some error. So there are two ways to make sure that this is not happening with you when you're calculating the net error. Okay, and so to make sure that the error is always taken up positively itself, okay, there are two ways to make sure that that happens. First, either whenever you are taking up the actual minus predicted, okay, whenever you are taking up the actual minus predicted itself, you can take up the mod of that. Okay, you can take up the mod of that, right guys? The first value is actual minus predicted ka mod, okay, and then you are summing it up, okay, to make sure that even the negative values are getting converted to positive. Even the negative values are getting converted to positive, guys. So you can take up a mod of that particular values itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. You can take it a mod of those values. It will always be positive no matter what the error is, right guys? And the second particular thing that you can do is you can take up a square of those values as well. So actual minus predicted square and then sum it off. That will always be positive, right guys? Because square of negative numbers are always positive. Mod of any negative number is always positive. When you are adding all these numbers up, the error will always be positive, guys. It will never be close to zero. You'll never face such type of issues that is close to zero itself. But why to take mod or square? Because even though you are, why are we doing this? Okay, try to understand this. Why are we doing this? Because even though by looking at this graph, you are able to see that we are getting some errors. Okay, even after looking at this graph, we are able to see that we are getting some errors. But according to our mathematics of actual minus predicted, because some of the errors are negative, some of the errors are positive, they might come up to be zero. They might come up to be zero itself. Okay. Are you able to understand this? Please do let me know. So there are two ways to handle this kind of problem. Okay, you can take up the square of the errors, or you can take up the mod of the errors itself. Tomorrow will be the last theoretical day, guys. Okay, tomorrow will be the last theoretical day. Okay, day after tomorrow, you will be starting off with our practicals as well. Okay, tomorrow will be the last theoretical day. Day after tomorrow, we'll be starting off with our practicals as well. Okay, so please make sure that you are able to understand this. Okay. At what point of time will it become zero? Whenever your negative and your positive values are basically the same. So negative and positive errors are the same. You are adding it up, it will become zero itself. Okay. Yes, I know. See, if you guys are interested into mathematics, like into machine learning, AI, data science, this is your life. Okay, it's basically mathematics, like I explained on the very first day. Okay, nobody is going to push you for coding if you don't understand mathematics. In the interviews, they will not be asking you related to coding. They will see your projects and then they start asking you about maths. Okay, and if you don't know the maths, you're not getting selected in any company. So for those who are planning to take up data science as a career field, that is the reason why I'm teaching mathematics right over here as well. If you don't like maths, don't go for data science. Data science is not your field itself. Okay, it's not your field. If you're not able to understand simple concepts like addition and subtraction, then you should not go for data science. Okay, because slowly and steadily it is going to go towards integration, differentiation, double integration, double differentiation, triple integration as well. Okay, it is going to go there. And then what would you do? Simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, squaring, that is what we are doing right over here. Ashim Sheikh, I am conducting interviews for more than 15 different companies right now. I'm the interviewer right over there. So I'm the person who takes up interviews. I'm placing almost 800 students every single month. I can guarantee you that in an interview, I will start off with a very basic question. How does your standard deviation work? How does your gradient descent works? What is alpha? What is learning rate? How does that work? What is the mathematics behind it? These are basic questions that is going to be asked in machine learning in an interview. If you don't know the answers of these questions, you are not going to qualify any interview as well. Okay, so once we are able to understand why do we require, okay, why do we, so this is what I'm teaching you guys is the mathematics that is required. Okay, so try to understand this. Pratham Shah, yes, we are going a lot slow. I thought that up till now we will have reached gradient descent itself, but most of the people are not able to understand the concept because even this basic concept I have to repeat almost 5-6 times. Okay, and then also people are asking for breaks, so I cannot help it out. I need to make sure that everybody is able to understand the stuff that I'm saying. I'm taking it up a bit slow itself. I thought that we'll reach up till gradient descent up till now, and tomorrow I'll be doing the learning rates and everything else. But what can be done? There's nothing that can be done on this. The practicals will start from day after tomorrow, guys. From the 5th day onwards, we'll just be adding 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th day. Maybe I will be taking it for one more day as well. It will be totally on practicals. We'll not be touching up theory after that. We'll just be doing practicals itself. But before doing practicals, the basics you need to be covered, because if I'm just giving you the project itself, I'm teaching you the project, you don't know the like actual knowledge behind it. In an interview, they will show the project to the interviewer. He will start asking you these questions. You don't know what is errors, what are the different kinds of errors, you don't know learning rate, you don't know gradient descent, you don't know mathematics. How did you create that project? That's the only question that is going to be asked to you guys. Even now, I'm also frustrated a bit. No, and see, the point is, I've not eaten anything from the morning itself. In the morning, I'm hungry. I've not eaten anything up to this point of time. So that is the reason why I might be a bit irritated today. But guys, this is actually very basic stuff. You need to understand this. You don't have any other options. Think about it. Like I said, if you are not able to understand the mathematics side over here, there's no other place that you will be able to understand it. Okay? There's no other place that you will be able to understand it. That I can guarantee you of. But this entire thing is going to be like this. Okay? Machine learning is not easy. Machine learning, deep learning is just mathematics. You're not able to understand that coming from a data scientist that was working at Geo. You're not able to understand mathematics. The future for you in this particular field is extremely dark. Okay? It's extremely dark. Try to revise whatever I've taught today, guys. Try to revise everything that I've taught today. Okay. Make sure that you are coming to the next particular class, revising everything properly itself. Because in next particular class itself, we are going to take it a bit further. We're going to learn about gradient descent. We are going to learn about learning rates and everything. Please make sure that you are revising everything and then coming to the class next time. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand, guys. This topic is not easy. It's not easy, guys. Okay. I'm providing you guys with the attendance for today. Okay. Make sure that you are filling up the attendance in the next 10 minutes itself. Why can't the negative error be negative? As simple as that, because if you are keeping the error as negative, as we saw right now, that even though there was error, if you are having negative errors, then adding that up makes it 0, but you are having the negative errors as well. Everyone has data and recorded lectures. Google too. If you start explaining a silly concept in this bootcamp, it will be extended for a month. And Moksh, if I'm not explaining everything in this particular bootcamp, then there's no point of conducting the bootcamp. Everything is available on the internet. But I'm taking up this personally. Why I'm doing that? To make sure that everybody, no matter from what background, is able to understand everything. Okay. And I'm not rude. I'm just honest. Like I said. Okay. Thank you, Arba, for pointing that out. I'm not rude. I'm just honest. I know, like, you guys feel as if you get everything placed to you guys in your silver platter. Like Google is going to come and hire you. It's not that case. You have to fight your entire war to get into Google. I fought it. I fought for 4 years to get into Google. That is the reason why I'm standing right over here and you are not. I'm being totally honest with you guys. If you ask me anything right now, I'll be very honest. In data science, there are no jobs. Anybody who's saying that there's a lot of jobs in AI and data science, there's a lot of demand. Yes, there's a lot of demand, but there's a lot of supply of shitty ass quality people as well. Right now in this bootcamp, there were 2,000 people who are preparing for data science jobs. Just think about it. All over India, there might be 20,000 jobs that are there. Maybe 40, maybe 1 lakh jobs. How many people are actually giving the efforts of learning data science to get that job? More than 10 lakh. More than a million, more than 2-3 million people are fighting for that 1 lakh job. That is the reason why I never suggest students to learn data science. No issues. But you guys feel that I'm rude. Yes, I'm rude because you guys won't be. If I'm all happy and all sketchy and shit, you guys won't be able to see the real mirror that is there. The mirror is there, guys. I'm here to show you guys the mirror. How much in water are you standing? It's up to you to judge if you are able to understand that or not. Okay, guys, so fill out the attendance. We'll meet tomorrow again at 7:30. Tomorrow we'll be finishing off the entire thing itself. Okay, make sure that you are there, right over there, and we'll be continuing from there itself. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll be moving on from right over there itself. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.